This is NBA One Take. May 30th, 2025. The Knicks, man. The Knicks. Game 5 at the Garden. Crowd buzzing inside the arena, outside the arena. They in Central Park. People's homes everywhere. The city is buzzing. They believe in the Knicks. They believe in the Knicks. And the Knicks did not let them down. Jalen Brunson. This is the guy. Jalen Brunson is the guy right now. He's the guy. Finished with 32 points. He was hit timely baskets that erupted the Garden, the crowd that the Pacers just couldn't overcome. And despite Tyrese Halliburton, I think he took 5 shots. He only finished with 8 points. And the schemes they did on him was masterful. Um, Times where he thought he could drive it because he probably had a defender on him like Brunson or someone else. They immediately came with help to to take away that strong right hand from him because he loves to drive right, and it worked. It worked, and it's Pascal Siakam had 15. He wasn't himself. Benedict Mathurin was only real guy out there doing things for the Pacers. He finished with 23 off the bench. Nimhard, Neesmith, and Turner did absolutely nothing offensively. And the Knicks survive, forcing a game 6, going back to Indiana. This is going to be incredible. Now they asked about the pressure. Is the pressure on the Pacers or the Knicks? Well, the pressure is still going to be on the Knicks. They have to win because guess what? If you don't win, your season is over. Indiana knows they don't want to go back to the Garden, but they know that they have to be beaten in 2 games, right? So you want to put that in your mind, but in reality that they have to beat you twice. And you want to come in there and try to do what you can early on. Expect the comebacks and things like that, but the Pacers need to understand in game 6, they need to have the mindset we got to come out there early and punch them in their mouth. Continue to play our style, and then maybe they'll eventually quit. But if you don't, and things is just not working out for you, and the Knicks get momentum, they could carry all that to a game 7 at the Garden, which you absolutely don't want to have. Okay? I'm telling you, that's something they definitely don't want to have. And that right there will have more pressure on you than on the Knicks. Because game 7 at the Garden, that will be an incredible experience that you don't want to see. Okay? You do not want to see that. Okay? You don't want to see that. A closeout game in Madison Square Garden is crazy. Okay? So that's what I have to say. But the Knicks, they survive. The city is going absolute ape shit. The crowd, everything I'm seeing, feeling it is insane. The momentum is really, really favoring the Knicks right now with this kind of win. They didn't smash them, but it was just a win that they needed. And because they didn't smash on them is good for the Knicks because they didn't blow them out, and then the Pacers, like, yeah, we could have did this and that and got better, right? That's possibly what the Pacers is thinking. You don't want to think that way. Your way, that kind of way will be okay. We'll work on some things, and then this was just no. You got to have the mindset that that you failed, and we was embarrassed, and then this is what you got to do. You cannot have that mindset that this, yeah, this and that worked well. This that didn't happen for us, and then no, can't do that. You got to throw away everything. We got embarrassed at the Garden. Now this is what's gonna have to happen in Game 6 because in the end, I know the mindset. They need to win too. I know they need to win too, but you have to have a mindset to completely annihilate the Knicks so they can quit. Because if the game is close, they have the player that can close it out. The game for them, Jalen Brunson, the clutch player of the year. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourselves in that kind of situation. And that's Halliburton getting aggressive on. That's Halliburton getting aggressive on offense. Not just bringing the ball up, setting everybody up. It means you got a backdoor cut. It means you got to get to the corners. You got to do certain other things. You have to score. You have to score and do things. You're gonna have Siakam do some playmaking. You're gonna have Nimhard do some playmaking. You're gonna have those things. You gotta have those guys do that. Possibly you gotta play TJ and Halliburton at the same time. Have TJ run the point. You gotta do certain different things. The Pacers gonna have to do certain things in spots. They need Halliburton to be scoring 20 plus points in double digit assists. He has to get that for them to win. I understand that's a stat, impactful stat. Halliburton scores on impact. That's why I say he's a great player. His assist impacts his team to all come together as a collective. Gotta understand that. But man, if they have to have that mindset that this game has to end, I understand this too, but gotta have the mindset that this game needs to end. Meaning, you were embarrassed in Game 5. Have that mentality. Scrap everything about Game 5. Game 5 game plan, little tweaks here to go into Game 6. No, throw out everything. This is do or die. I know it's tough to do, but Carlisle has to have that mindset with them. All right. Have to have that mindset. Man, this is something else. But the Knicks, man, they feeling good. Cat feeling good. Brunson, they feeling good. They know their work is not done. But they didn't want to lose in front of their home crowd. And they delivered that for the fans. But this is NBA Onetake's Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.